Coming to you from the Florida RV Supershow 2021 one more time. Good morning, everybody. Actually, you're probably watching this in the afternoon, but I kind of saved the best for last. This is probably the RV that's generating the most buzz here at the RV show. Today we're gonna meet the Echo.
In my RV, yeah.
Well, here we have it. This is the Winnebago Echo, the 22A prototype. And this is kind of based on that European design style. It's based on the Ford Transit chassis, all-wheel drive. And let's begin with this outside kitchen here, which we have the Nord-Cold refrigerator and a two stove burner. Okay, here we are inside the Echo, and we're gonna go counterclockwise. Here we have some storage on both sides, and this is B plus, or you know, it's that line that blurs between a B and a C, B plus. We have a sound bar, which is very good that they have a good sound bar. You know, I'm kind of a little bit of an audiophile, so that's good for me to have. A smallish TV, I don't mind having it. I don't watch TV all that much, but it's nice to have, especially on those nights where you don't have internet or you don't have any other signal. You can pop in an old, really good Blu-ray. Blu-rays look great and sound great, and you can do that. Here's the table. By the way, these two chairs, they look very, very comfortable, and they are pretty comfortable. I think it's gonna be a good chair, like to work from the road as I usually do. Here we have this table, and I'm gonna ask one of the guys here to show me how it works. By the way, this is a prototype. This some of these things might change with time. Here we have this nice sink with the faucet that comes out like that. Very cool. Awning style windows. And these are, you know, I've in the past I've had mixed feelings about awning style windows, and I have no idea how to open them. But these ones open up a lot, so I kind of like them. Here we have some pantry space here with shelves, a two burner Suburban range there. We have some drawers here. The top are a little smaller, of course, because you have the sink behind. And here you have more storage. Let's see the refrigerator, and this is a Nord-Cold, and this is compressor based. As you can see, it is very narrow, but it is very tall, so you could fit a lot of stuff there. And I do believe it is compressor based. I don't see any. I don't hear a compressor, but I don't see any switches to switch from. I'll ask that too. Here's the bathroom, and it is a wet bath, but it is a very interesting wet bath. Do not open. Okay. Here we have some storage up here for your toiletries and whatnot. We have it's a smallish sink, but it's a very nice sink. The tall mirror, so as Adam was saying the other day, if you're vertically challenged, you know, people of all heights can use this mirror, which is good. This is the great controversy. That's a cassette toilet. More about that later. But now, let me see if I know how to do this. Yes, you see, this is like a secret compartment back here. And as you transform this, it is like a transformer bathroom. And I'm sure there's a way for this to stay there, but here we have a shower. Very nice that they have an oxygenic shower head. You know, I love those. We have a shower curtain here, so you know, so you don't make a mess. And yeah, I mean, this is a B plus van, so you're not gonna expect like a residential size shower. I'm 6'10". I mean 5'10". I wish I was 6'10", right? Actually, I wish I wasn't. I'm 5'10", and I still have like 3 inches to spare. So that way, if you are over 6 feet tall, it might be an issue for you. I don't see any type of vent here in the bathroom, so I'm gonna ask about that if that's something that they're planning to add in the future. As I said, this is a prototype, so the model that you see at the dealership in a few months might be different. 22A prototype, by the way, and this is more storage up here. You do have a Max Air fan here on the roof. This is a microwave. No, not a convection, just a regular microwave. And here's the bedroom. By the way, Truma water heater, and I believe that's the Truma Combi. And this is for the Air Max. No, this is the thermostat for the air conditioner. And here's twin beds. I'm sure this converts into a large a king bed if you really wanted to. Here again, those awning style windows. Okay, this one I might be able to open, and they open up a lot. I mean, it's not like those awning style windows that remain almost closed and you feel kind of claustrophobic. These are nice and big. And ooh, that's a comfortable mattress too. It's a memory foam mattress. We have storage here and there. We have outlets here. We have USB and something that you don't see as much anymore. You still have a 12-volt adapter, just in case you have a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter appliance. Here's your fire alarm, which is good that it's not too close to the kitchen. Did you see this? We have ducted AC. I like that too. Ooh, I hit my head. Watch your head. And that's basically it on the inside. Now on the outside, this is like the main feature. Look at this huge garage right here. So you can put and has this material that will not get damaged with anything. And you have these tie downs. I mean, it's very nice. Now I'm gonna see if I can get someone here to give us all the highlights. I think I have Dwayne here, who's gonna tell us a little more about the Winnebago Echo. All right, just in case I said something wrong, now we have here Wayne from Winnebago, and he's gonna tell us a little more about the Echo. I mean, this is probably the RV that's creating some of the most buzz here at the RV show this year. And tell us how you come up with the concept of the Echo.
Yeah, so really listening to consumers is probably the number one source for our desire to build things that the consumers are telling us they want. And so the Echo it's not a Class B, it's a Class C, because we start with a cutaway chassis. We wanted something that was really a true all-weather coach with big capacities and big storage. Everything's got trade-offs, and this will probably still have trade-offs for some folks. It's not for everybody. But for people that want a Class B with more storage and have that footprint not be much different. So we did some really cool things. It's not very wide. Typically, when you look at let's
do the profile view here. Yeah, it's
traditional
it's
class.
Not a whole lot wider than the actual Ford chassis, if you think about it.
Yeah, when you look right here, a traditional Class C is going to have a really big wing wall here. This doesn't have that, so the footprint on it is very small, and then overall, it's only 23 feet 2 inches.
Yeah, that's.
So it's.
That could almost be your daily driver if you really wanted to go almost anywhere.
Sure.
Maybe you don't have to worry about clearance, but that's about it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could park it in a regular parking spot.
Yeah, basically. So you're calling it a C and not a B plus. It's like a very blurred line between a C and a B plus. If you think about it, they're both like a cutaway chassis. If you think about it. So.
But there's really no true, as far as registrations go, as far as the way the industry tracks motorhomes, A, B, and C. There is no B plus in terms of the way things get. It's a marketing.
Sometimes I call it a C minus. Yeah. Because it is a C minus the cab over
right,
the.
Right. And both of them are just marketing terms.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally agree. Now this is a prototype. Can you tell us a little bit about what the power systems? Are you going to have like lithium?
Yeah, so
I care a lot about power because I'm a power hog.
Yeah,
as a content creator, I'm always have the computer and other things. So.
Yeah, so that's one of the things we wanted to focus on. It is on the Transit all-wheel drive chassis. So if we walk around to the other side over here, we do have lithium batteries. They are
one of the trends that I'm seeing at the RV show this year. More and more lithium batteries.
Yep. Again, we're looking at a prototype here. So this one's got. Right here, a 315 amp hour lithium battery, and there's actually two in this one. The inverter is there, and then we also have a generator on board to recharge your batteries. Of course, they charge while you're driving, but I want to point out, generator and one battery is the standard. There is an option for the second battery, but you will have to delete the generator when you do that.
Okay.
Okay, for weight considerations. So, cassette toilet.
That's another. It's a point of controversy a little bit. The cassette toilet. It's one of those. What was the thinking process of doing the cassette toilet instead of a black water?
We want an all-weather coach, so everything needs to be above the floor. So if you're going to have a black holding tank, typically they're underneath the floor and exposed to the outside elements, and you have to deal with that.
And
so
you will have to do like tank heaters and that kind of thing.
Right. Those.
Are you going to have an option eventually of a floor plan with a regular black water tank, or is this going to be the standard?
I believe this is standard. So we do have another floor plan coming. This is the 22A. We have a 24C coming. That'll be a slide-out model, actually.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that has the cassette toilet too, because we want to do everything above the floor. So this is unique. Remember I said above the floor.
Yeah.
Here's the gray tank drain here. The gray tank is above the floor. There is nothing exposed underneath this coach in terms of winterization, anything you need to worry about. It's all above the floor. So the gray tank is actually underneath the bed in the back.
Okay.
So really cool setup. This is all high, easy to operate, instead of being down on your knees all the time.
It's much higher. Even the gravity field is right up there.
It's
so
up high.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is something unique.
Yeah.
We call this the bat wing awning. So we haven't popped the lid here exactly on the back, but this allows more space to operate in your gear garage, which is back here. All of this and tremendous amount of storage back here that goes all the way through.
That's a huge garage, and the only place I've seen a garage like that is like in the European models.
Right.
I was in Europe 2 years ago, and a lot of it's a. And you can take all your toys. You have the tie downs in there, and it's.
You can put 2 bikes in there. We even have power ports here, so if you're doing e-bikes, you can plug them in, recharge them overnight while you're driving, and it also has heat back here. So this is heated.
It is heated. Everything is heated. So would you call it a 4-season?
It's definitely a full 4-season all-weather coach. These are gear hangers. They're called Mollies, Modular Storage. So you can put stuff on there. And here's the unique thing about this coach. This thick insulated door is the same thickness as the sidewalls. So that's where we get all of that all-weather capability. Truma Aquago for your hot water.
Definitely.
And an outside kitchen. This is optional. Don't have to get this. This is a refrigerator or freezer, depending on how you set it up.
I was seeing somewhere online that some people actually opt to have storage instead of...
You would have just the storage space there. Yeah. Big door. This is actually not the production door. There will be some changes on this because you'll notice the color doesn't match.
Yes, as I was telling everybody, this is a prototype still we're looking at here.
And then the awning is optional as well. And above that, it's an armless awning. And then above that, we've got a roof rack and solar panels on top. It's 455 watts of solar on top. So it's there's a tremendous amount of solar panels up there.
Especially for the footprint of the rig, which is
Right.
It's a 23 and change length.
Yeah. So you want to go inside?
Yeah, absolutely. Show me inside.
Again, modular, small, compact, but yet using every single space. Lots of drawers in the galley, lots of countertop. Everything is about trade-offs. And in a Class B, you may not have this much counter space. Microwave up here, more storage. Driver and passenger seats swivel around behind you, and then these passenger seats have shoulder harnesses for 2 passengers, so it's safer.
You have four people legally riding in it.
Right, 4 people safely riding in here. And then I should mention also, we do have an optional pop top that we will have coming later. Okay. If you're familiar with the Solus, it's going to be the same pop top that's going to be on the Solus. So you'll have passengers capability of 4 and then sleeping for 4.
Perfect.
Here is something that's really unique for us. In a Class B, you're typically going to have a small wet bath, and that's the case here. But we've done something really cool, and hopefully you can pick this up on camera. You've got access to the shower or the sink and the toilet here, but then this wall moves and comes all the way around, and now you have a really nice shower space.
I was trying to do that earlier, and I couldn't get it to stay on this side. Is there like
I think it's because this toilet lid was up.
Oh, there you go. I was doing it wrong.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, I actually had some customers ask me if there was going to be space back there. You know, people want to use every little bit of space. So when this is open, could I put another cabinet in there? You know, and I think you could. But anyway, people like to make them.
We all want the inside of a Class A and the outside of a Class B.
Yeah.
The laws of physics, they don't really work out that way. You know? So if you want to be nimble and be able to park it almost everywhere, and there's some compromises that you have to have. I mean, it's just the laws of physics.
Correct. Yeah. And then back here, twin beds that will turn into a full-size bed all the way across the back if you want. We've got our new wind sleep system back here with these covers on it. This is a very comfortable mattress.
Yeah, I laid out there earlier.
Did you? It's very soft. It's frankly luxurious. You've got USB ports back here, power ports back here. We do have air conditioning that's ducted. That's another thing that you give up in a Class B. You know, you don't have a ducted roof AC, so it's going to be a little quieter. So yeah, and every little bit back here is storage.
I haven't seen that. That's
storage where we can.
That's like a hanging closet even. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
There's drawers under here. And then you've got the dual pane windows, the acrylic windows that tip out.
Yeah, those uninstalled windows are nice. And that's a compressor refrigerator.
Compressor refrigerator. Right, and it's got the freezer built on top. It's actually working well. It's got frost on it right now.
It's that Florida humidity.
Yeah, right. And it's probably been on all week. But that's another compromise in a Class B, for example, is the refrigerator is very small.
Sometimes you have like a tiny refrigerator somewhere down there.
Right.
That's what I've seen in many of them.
Right.
So that's good. You have the max air here. And one thing that I was, when I walked into the bathroom the first time, are you going to put a vent in the bathroom, or is because it does? I didn't see a vent on the roof. I don't know.
I
know this is a prototype.
It's a prototype, and I have a list that I could look at. I think there were 10 or 12 changes on there. I honestly don't remember if that was one.
No,
it may or may not have been. I don't remember.
Are you planning to have other configurations in the back other than the twin beds that convert like maybe a corner bed option or a...
So the second floor plan, the 24C, will have the same twin bed set up in the back.
Okay, that's good.
It will have the slide out.
And we have the slide out.
It'll have
a little
more floor space. But the bedroom configuration is the same.
How many watts is the inverter on here? Is it 2,000
or
will it be able to run the AC? I mean,
it will run the AC. It will run everything in here.
I imagine you have like a transfer switch, so all the power outlets are going to work off that inverter.
Right. Yeah. It's a
like the standard
2,000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and it will run the AC. It'll run the microwave. Runtime. There's so many factors with that.
Of course.
Temperature, humidity, load, state of the age of the batteries over time. They're going to be fine. They're planned for the life of the vehicle. But
these lithium batteries, they last at least 10 years.
Yeah,
it's like,
and even then, they still, you may not get 100% of use, but you get 80% of the life use of the battery.
How many cycles you have? Yeah, absolutely. Well, Dwayne, I'm very excited about this RV because actually one of my favorite Winnebagos was the Winnebago Trend that you discontinued a couple of years ago.
Right.
And this is probably even better because it's a little shorter and a little more.
Well, it's got all the storage. I mean, that gear garage,
gear garage is amazing.
The Trend didn't have anything like that for sure. So
well, thank you so much for your time and
thanks
see you on the road.
Thanks for being here, Robert. Take care.
Oh, one more thing, by the way, Dwayne mentioned that this might become available to the public around April, May. Well, this year's RV Supershow was overwhelming, to say the least, but had a lot of fun. I didn't get to see. I got to see a fraction of all the rigs that I wanted to see. And I don't know how in years past I've had time to see so many rigs, but yeah, this year's RV show has been more about the community, meeting so many of you, meeting up with Winnebago and all the other manufacturers, meeting up with fellow content creators. And as you can see, I've seen lots of them here around the fairgrounds. Now it is time to go. Until next year, coming to you from the Florida RV Super Show 2021. This is the last day. Thank you for watching, and see you on the road. The bed does flip down. Okay.
Not the bed, the table.
I mean the table. Oh, you know me. It's early in the morning.
You're still thinking about sleep.
Yeah, beautiful. And that's the Ford Transit.
I'm riding it